Okay, so I have the system outside. It is connected to my house, and this is the provided stainless steel braided hose that they provide with the system. And what's not included with the system is this bypass right here. So this is an add-on, and this allows me to use my regular house water when doing the initial rinse, foaming, and wash process. When I get ready to do my final rinse with the using the Spotless Water System, I just have to turn these knobs. So right now, as you can tell, this is telling me that I'm running my bypass. This right here down is telling me that this is off. So if I want to turn them on, all I have to do is just turn that there. Now it's going through the Spotless water filtration system. But right now, because I'm just beginning my wash, I want to use my bypass. So this is an add-on. Highly recommend for anybody that is going to do this. That way you're not having to use your hose, then stop in the middle of your wash, then hook up the Spotless system. Now you have a bypass. So my bypass runs here, and then on this side, on your out, you don't need to touch these at all. These are both going to stay on because you're controlling everything from that side. So I have mine somewhere. I believe it said to buy a new water hose, or not to use an old water hose, I believe is the wording. So I needed one anyways. I went ahead and bought a Flexzilla 50 footer, and then I just have it hooked up to my pressure washer. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a montage of me washing my car, and then I'll bring you back for the final rinse. Got the vehicle foamed, got the wheels washed. So now what I can do is I like to turn off my bypass and turn on my water system, because now I'm going to rinse the foam, and then I'll rinse after I do my hand wash, and that allows all of the mineral deposits to be completely flushed out before I do my final rinse. So the way you can tell that is done is by, right now it shows 0. If I hit my pressure washer for a second, it'll show that it's at, what did it say, 6. So it's at 3. It's going down pretty quick. So by the time I do my 2 quick rinses after the foam and after the contact wash, this will be completely free of any of the mineral deposits in the water, and it will be completely clear water, and I can just leave it on the vehicle and let it sit and dry, and it will leave no water spots. But for now, I'm gonna let this foam sit for just a little bit longer and then do a rinse. But if you guys are curious about what coating I have Geon Mo's Evo on the paint and the wheel faces, and I have G-Technic C4 on all the plastics here, and the windshield cowl. And then on the glass, I have, on all the glass and the side mirrors, I have G-Technic, or not G-Technic, Geon Q2 Quick View. So they're all performing really well. This foam is Geon snow foam. It's amazing. I mean, you can tell it's still thick. It's been about 2 minutes. Still is on there. It's not drying. I'm letting it eat away all the grime before I do my contact wash. And then in my wash bucket, I have Geon Bathe. I'll have to foam that up a bit. And then I have my microfiber Madness Deli Mitt right there. And then I have my rinse water. So 2-bucket method. I'll do my final rinse and we'll come back. All right, I am in my final rinse stage. So I wanted to make sure that I explained this TDS monitor better. Make sure that I made it completely clear what I meant before. So TDS, total dissolved solids, that's what leaves the mineral spots, the water spots on your vehicle. So if I turn this on, it's at 0 now. If I let a little water run through, it stays at 0. That's what you want. That means that you have 0 TDS running through your water. This water is completely clean and safe to dry on your vehicle. I'm gonna double check to make sure that I have my bypass off and my spotless water system on. I'm gonna run back to my vehicle and I'm gonna do my final rinse. And you do it in kind of a sweeping motion, so you are not only rinsing off your soap, but you're rinsing off all the water that may have some mineral deposits in it, starting top to bottom, and you're just doing a sweeping motion, and it doesn't take long. Man, I'm not sponsored by Geon, not an authorized detailer, but this Geon Mo's Evo was so easy to apply, and it is performing very well, as you can tell. It is awesome stuff. Even have it on the face of the wheels, and that is still performing. that's it. That's the final rinse done. Look at those water beads. Man, that is really, really nice. So yeah, I can leave this to dry just the way it is. These beautiful water beads will not leave a single spot. I also wanted to mention that you can use this spotless water system in direct sunlight. I just choose not to because your soap and your foam will all dry faster if you're in full sun. So I'm always in the shade under a couple trees in my yard. So that's the reason I'm not in full sun right now. But if I had to be, I could. With that water system, you could definitely be in full sun if you had to. So I just wanted to mention that. But see if I can't set you on a time lapse on this panel right here and just prove that this will not leave any water spots. Alright, so as you can see, there are no water spots, and this car is almost completely dry on the vertical panels. Now as far as the roof goes, it's not quite there yet, but by now this definitely would have left water spots, especially here, right in here where it catches this water. And definitely back here it would have left water spots, but as you can tell, it has not left any water spots. So big thumbs up. Final thoughts on the CR Spotless Water System. It is a great piece of equipment. This piece of equipment also comes in many different sizes and models, so check it out, CRSpotless.com. I am not sponsored, I'm just doing a video just because I think anyone who has an auto detailing business, especially those who are forced to be in the sun like a mobile detailer, I believe they can get this set up in their van or their truck. They make smaller versions of this, so you could get that set up. Anyone who has an RV or anyone at home who just wants to have this set up and not worry about water spotting, this is a great system to use. So as I said, it comes in many different models. You can buy refills of these canisters. This TDS monitor, once the numbers start going up, you'll have to replace your resin. You can buy it in the canisters, or you can buy the resin in bulk. So you just buy it at CRSpotless.com. Yeah, get the bypass. This thing is $75 to have your bypass. It comes not assembled. You have to assemble this whole thing. You have to assemble everything, except for obviously the stand. That is one piece. But get the bypass, seriously, because you'd have to unhook from here and then unhook from your pressure washer, hook it back up here. It's just a pain, whereas all you have to do with the bypass is just turn it on or off. So and make sure you have it off when you start, or on when you want to start, because they actually make shirts apparently for people who don't turn it on or off when they thought people who didn't turn it on when they thought they had it on, and then they get water spots and wonder why. Well, it's because you didn't turn it on. So make sure you turn your spotless water system on when you're wanting to get spot free. So overall, great. This thing is awesome. Love having it. It gives you peace of mind. That is huge. Peace of mind when you know you're not going to leave water spots on your customers' vehicles. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check them out, CRSpotless.com. Pick you guys up one of these. They are awesome. See you guys in the next video.